The following contest is a Women's Wrestling Revolution Showcase match, and it's scheduled for one fall. Introducing first to my right, from Southwick, Massachusetts, Hot Scoop Skylar! Her opponent to my left, from Queens, New York, she is the Asian Invasion, Karen Q!
Beyond Wrestling tournament for tomorrow, night 2. This is a special Women's Wrestling Revolution showcase. Paul Crockett alongside Josh Briggs. And this is a match I didn't even think of, but boy, do I want to see this one.
Yeah, this should be great.
As Karen Q recently defeating Zoe Lucas back in October when Women's Wrestling Revolution made its debut on Long Island in a fantastic match, but she's had a great year here in Beyond Wrestling. I will always remember that match she had with Jonathan Gresham in New Orleans. Absolutely fantastic, technical classic.
That was the best match on the card by far, in my opinion.
And you were on it. That's high praise.
Yeah, man.
Skylar defeated Alicia Edwards and Davian and Oceania back on that same event on Long Island. Also recently defeating Taylor Hendricks, Chelsea Green, Rachel Ellering. So she's had a fantastic year here.
Wow. She's had a fantastic year, period. She's really broken out as the quintessential women's wrestler in New England.
Absolutely. Recently losing the Chaotic Women's Championship, but she had a nice reign for herself there.
Yeah.
Coming up short against Karen Q's Team Adams partner, Tasha Steeles.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So I'm sure Skylar's going to have that in her mind when she's in there against Karen Q. But when you're in there with Karen Q, the only thing on your mind is survival, quite frankly.
She can come at you from all angles, man. She is great.
She really has sort of become the Jonathan Gresham of the women's division.
Wow, that's a great comparison.
She can go in there and she can go on the mat for upwards of an hour, 75 minutes. I mean, if you watch Team Adams training videos online, they routinely show that they go upwards of 2 hours in training.
Yeah.
And it's all on the mat, trying to sharpen their skills, trying to become the very best that they can. And Karen Q, along with Deonna Purrazzo, Tasha Steeles, they are the absolute pinnacle of women's wrestling in the Northeast.
You're not wrong. I'm interested to see how Skylar shapes up in this match. See if she can compete.
Well, Skylar was on a long losing streak up until this year, and not only did she break it, she broke it in a big way and has been on a winning streak in Women's Wrestling Revolution. So this is going to be very interesting to see how she reacts going against such a well-traveled veteran at this point in Karen Q. At such a young age, too.
Pedigree.
No, I don't think it was a pedigree, but whatever it was going to be, it was reversed, and Karen Q out.
Nice cartwheel.
And this is a situation that even earlier this year, Skylar might have been a little overwhelmed, but just in this last year alone, the growth of her and her development, she's in there and she's not only holding her own, she looks very confident.
Yeah, she put her hair up, man. She's ready to rock.
Absolutely. Of course, you've shared a locker room with both of these women. How would you describe them?
Karen Q is just like the definition of like a badass. She can get it done like no man could, you know.
Right.
And Skylar is just so new. She doesn't what she lacks in experience, she makes up with heart, man. She's very courageous, very hardworking.
And that is why she has become so well loved here in Women's Wrestling Revolution and Beyond Wrestling. It's for those gritty performances where she did not say die. Even if she came up short, that heart that she showed endeared her to this audience, and the wins came after that. Oh, Karen,
right in the face.
Karen Q eats a boot. Going for a Hurricane Rana. She nails it. Nicely done.
Awesome.
Showing a lot of fire that she has developed. But Karen Q puts the fire out.
None of that shit around Karen Q.
She makes the cover. 2 count only. And Skylar has caught the attention of many people in wrestling. Recently,
Ring of Honor.
Yeah, recently debuting with Ring of Honor earlier this year in a tag team match, teaming with Deonna Purrazzo, who handpicked Skylar. Ring of Honor officials went to Deonna and said, is there anybody you could tag with in New England? And she instantly said, I want Skylar on my side.
It's a great pick. Smart pick by Deonna.
Definitely. Karen Q, Irish whip into the corner. Charging this crowd up, getting them behind her. Handspring, cartwheel, elbow. Falls it up, spinning back elbow, and could the leg lariat be coming after it? No, she goes with the boot.
She knocked Skylar silly right there, man.
Cover, no.
That's a pretty rough combo to kick out of.
Absolutely. Of course, Skylar only in the business for a short time, a couple of years under her belt, but she has made some big strides and looking to make even bigger ones here with the win over Karen Q. Nice combination.
That was awesome.
Snapmare from the corner, off the ropes. Double knees, hooks that one leg.
That was like a Bronco Buster. That was pretty cool.
Couldn't hook both legs, only able to hook one. Might have got the win if she hooked both, but came up short here. And don't count Karen Q's heart out either. She has put on some fantastic displays of her own, be it in Beyond Wrestling or Women's Wrestling Revolution.
She's a little fed up now.
Absolutely. Frustration coming into play here for Karen Q. And you have to think that as the longer this goes, the more it is in Karen Q's favor.
Exactly. You said they can go for hours if Damian Adams goes.
Charges with the forearm. Follows it up with the exploder. Nicely done. Cover.
There's that heart by Skylar.
That heart coming into play and that frustration building in Karen Q, and that could be what gives Skylar her opening to get a win here. Use the hashtag TFTNight2. Let us know what you're thinking. Paul Crockett alongside Josh Briggs here at Electric Haze in Worcester, Massachusetts. Karen Q trying to break Skylar down. Skylar ducks the clothesline. Up and over, sunset flip. No, reversed. 2 count, and again, and again. These two going back and forth, trading 2 counts.
I'm getting dizzy.
Oh, holds her. 2 count, that was so close. What an unbelievable athletic display.
That was awesome.
I don't know who got the bigger workout, Skylar, Karen, or Kevin Quinn.
Oh, definitely Quinn.
Now administering the count. Both women exhausted after that display. Skylar continues to show her fight, heart, grit, and determination. And Karen Q, let's see if that frustration level is still at play. Now these two going to trade shots.
Oh man, some stiff forearms being thrown.
As both women somehow back to their feet and staying vertical.
Oh, Skylar's just giving it to her.
And now Karen hits the mat hard. Back elbow, lariat. Irish whip. Oh, hits that big knee.
There's some fire.
She's fired up. Charges with the forearm, goes to the second rope. Oh, tries for that code breaker, but no, right into the Boston Crab. If Karen can hold on to it, it's over. But
she quickly got to the rope.
Skylar knew the danger that she was in because Karen Q has finished off many of an opponent with that crab.
You don't want to stay in a Boston Crab too long when you're in Boston, man.
Skylar going for that double underhook. But Karen Q stomps the foot. Skylar out. Tries the lariat. Karen Q up and under. Oh, full Nelson slam. Skylar came down hard.
Man.
But no, she kicks out.
No give in Skylar.
Absolutely not. Skylar continues to show that determination that has endeared her specifically to this Worcester crowd, whether it be with Women's Wrestling Revolution or beyond. Oh, runs right into a back elbow. She might want to check her teeth. Karen Q going to the top.
The dreaded corner.
Hits the
Big
high cross body. Skylar rolls over. Hooks the legs. 2 count only. Skylar not wasting time. Crossface. Crossface right in the middle of the ring. Karen Q has nowhere to go here. She may not even know where she is in the ring. Fighting, or at least attempting to fight, but does she even know where she's going? Trying to roll out of it. Oh, cover! And that is a really intelligent way to get out of that one.
Had to release the hold or you lose.
You'll have to remember that one, Josh.
Yeah.
And now, pure frustration out of Skylar, perhaps, throwing that straight right. Fireman's carry, Samoan drop.
Samoan.
Oh, crucifix! She holds her. She got her. Skylar defeats Karen Q with the crucifix. Fantastic.
Here is your winner, upstart Skylar.
Skylar gets the win in another fantastic outing for both women. Skylar's win streak continues in this Women's Wrestling Revolution showcase match. And I don't know about you, Josh, but I definitely would love to see this again.
Oh, me too.
Showing respect toward one another. As both women put on an absolutely fantastic athletic display here tonight.